That's what it sounded like, a long gun being fired over and over again near the campus of Atlanta's Emory University. Also just steps away from the CDC, the Centers for Disease Control, which, as you can see here, was hit. And according to police, was apparently the target. Just before airtime, we got video from across the street from a local CVS pharmacy. With police out front, more shots fired. By the time it was all over, a police officer was shot, critically wounded. We're waiting for an update on his condition, and the gunman was dead on the scene. A short time later, we learned his target may indeed have been the CDC, and the motive may have involved the COVID vaccine. CNN's Ryan Young, not far from the shooting site. He joins us right now. Ryan, what more are we learning tonight about a possible motive here?
John, first of all, before we get to that, we just got an update from the Atlanta Police Department that the DeKalb County Police Department will hold a news conference at 8:30 about the condition of the officer who was shot in this. And we know that officers rushed them to a local hospital nearby. That interim chief and their CEO of that county is with the family right now. We have not been given an update on that officer. When you talk about a possible motive in this case, our John Miller got a really great piece of reporting that according to authorities who have talked to the family, they believe the suspect blamed the CDC for an illness that he possibly had, and that illness came from the COVID vaccine, and that's why he was targeting the CDC. I can tell you early on, around 4:55, close to 5 o'clock, when my source first called me, they believed the CDC was the target of the shooting as well. And it took some time to confirm because it was so close to the university. What we do know is those people who were inside the CVS and outside saw a man with a long rifle taking aim at the CVS and started shooting over and over again. That video that you showed, those 30 shots, that really echoed throughout the streets here. This is a very busy area. Traffic was going back and forth. That the cab officer responded very quickly and took that shooter on. We know shots were exchanged. At some point, they found that shooter on the second floor of the CVS, and apparently that person had some injuries at that point, and they're not sure if the officer did that shooting or whether or not he did a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The mayor, the police chief, and the FBI all talked within the last 10 minutes. Take a listen to the mayor of Atlanta, Andre Dickens, talk about this shooting and the response.
There were shots being fired, calls for shot being fired right there in front of the CDC, and then shots fired inside of the CVS. And so you're hearing, everyone responded. It was hundreds of officers as well as fire rescue. And at this time, we've spoken with Emory President Finvez, as well as all of the individuals at the CDC, the leadership there, and the leadership of DeKalb County, et cetera.